I make this a curried tuna sandwich, and it's got curry, it's got tuna in it. I do a pickle in it and hot banana peppers and an apple in it that cuts the spice. And, there's mayo in there too, toasted with lettuce and cheddar.
Tuna, not a slab of tuna. This is tuna fish, right?
This is tuna. Yeah. I hard albacore, chop it up, get some curry powder in there, some mayo, pickle, banana pepper, apple. All together with lettuce and white cheddar. It's really good. Try it.
We always do Toasted. The food. We always go to food, don't we? Right before lunch, we have these panels.
Yeah, mine is just my favorites. A nice ciabatta and slice of cheddar and strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam. Cheddar and strawberry jam.
Wow.
The best. It's pretty good. Check it out.
That wasn't a bad question we just asked, because I should be writing this stuff down.
I'm starving.
Recipes from us.
Especially. How about you, David?
I love the Subway sandwiches. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the Stampede brisket.
You mean the Stampede brisket?
Yeah, that's my go-to now at Subway.
What the hell is on a Stampede brisket?
Well, a brisket, and then all the
this
stuff.
This is so interesting.
What is? Why is it the Stampede brisket?
Well, that's just what they call it. I'm not Subway.
Did it originate in Calgary at the Calgary Stampede?
Yeah, they make it in Calgary. Yeah. They put that little barbecue sauce. It's just a really good.
So it's beef.
It's the first thing I could think of. Yeah,
beef.
It's beef. Yeah, it's brisket.
Love barbecue.
Beef brisket.
Yeah.
Since we have celebrities going up profusely, I mean...
Yeah, I would.
Paul, you're hesitating.
Yeah. That's probably,
Great
I think it needs to be tested a little more first, I feel.
Is that a soft no?
Well, I just watched the submarine thing happen. That freaked me out, So, I've got kids and stuff. I don't know if that's it. I don't have an overwhelming desire to do it, I love the idea of it. And if it was a little more proven, give it a little time, that'd be nice. But I'm not like, the second I do it, I don't know. I mean, like, certain character and a certain thing didn't like to go through that. I'm kind of like that.
I remember, I'll never forget the first time I watched the Tom Hanks in Apollo 13, that movie, where it was like, they get stranded and they have to come back and, how are we going to get them back? And for me, from the scariest part of that movie, I just went into like a cold sweat when I realized what was happening, where Tom Hanks says to the other guys, okay, well, we got to figure this out using math and physics. And I was like, I could never be an astronaut, because the rest of it was really cool. But then as soon as they had clipboards and they were doing like, calculations and like quadratic equations and whatever, and they're all going, what have you got? It just took me back to high school exams, and I'd be like leaning over, look at what Tom Hanks is writing. What'd you get for number 9? Like, can I borrow your protractor? That kind of stuff.
So you're like cheating off Tom Hanks.
Yeah, cheating off Tom Hanks. That was the word. I just went, oh my God, that is right. They're like science guys. They're like math guys. Freak me out.
Math.
That would actually stop me.
Math under pressure.
Math under pressure. Yeah, in outer space.
Okay, so Gary, yes or no, would you go to space?
Yes, if I went with a mathematician.
I'd go in a heartbeat. I wouldn't steer the thing. I'm assuming that this
like
is
this?
under a. No, I think
Steer?
like.
What do you mean steer the thing?
Well,
there's no like
steer,
drive. There's no wheel.
There's like
There's
left
not a
and right.
wheel.
There's left and right and up and down, isn't
In
there?
space?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Space, no one can do
I'm curious, like just a show of hands, who would go if you had an opportunity to go to space? Okay, yeah. Wow.
Okay, put your hands up. Who would not? No. Who would not? Oh, look at that.
Same amount of people.
That's my people right there.
Who'd go in a submersible to see the Titanic?
The people that don't go, you come to my place, I'll cook for you.
All I want for Christmas.
Oh
my God, the Mariah Carey Christmas song.
Oh, yes.
Actually,
These are earworms.
The thing that would drive me nuts, which is, and it's a weirdly appropriate answer to this, it's and it's the only song I don't like by Queen, is Under Pressure. I don't like that song. It just bugs me. I don't like it as a song. You know, it starts off, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's okay. And then the rest of the song, I don't like it as a melody in a song, and that would drive me crazy. And it happens to be called Under Pressure.
I like that song.
Right?
I don't know.
You like that song?
Yeah, I do like that song.
So you just would never talk. I would talk after about 4 listenings.
No, you just talk all the time, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they wouldn't need to play. I'll just keep talking. Yeah, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
You know the song, it would break me, is him talking. Just break me. It'd be like nonstop. Okay, Gary, what? I
Put
give
the
up.
music.
I give
Me
up.
talking, put the
Melodic
music.
sound of your
I give
voice.
up.
Yeah.
What is it?
Maps, Google Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, forever. Like I spend like hours on Google Earth just looking around places.
You're like, where's Thailand?
Oh, I know where Thailand is, and I know where the capital of it, and I just want to look around different places. And
Let's see.
I don't know if it's nerdy, but I love watches. I love, timepieces. Is that nerdy? I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
sure.
that nerdy?
Sure.
Okay, then I have an answer. Watches. Yes.
Paul?
how many do you have?
Not really. I'm more of I'm not so much a nerdy, but I'm meticulous. Like so, I line everything up. I color coordinate all my shirts and things like that in the closet.
You really?
Yeah. Yeah, I just like all the whites, blues. Everything's kind of colored, and my pants and stuff. And
It makes getting dressed a lot easier.
I'll tell you something funny though. Here's something really weird. I had this fella that was kind of housekeeper. He'd come in once every 2 weeks, but he'd clean the house and stuff. And he would if there was laundry, he would do it. And he had this thing where he folded my underwear into like an egg roll. He was Filipino, and he could make it into the underwears would be this big, and they would be all lined up and in my drawer, and I'm like, oh my, an underwear, but no, they're stacked in things. And he was so meticulous. All the soup cans would have the labels facing the same way. OCD, I think, is what you know. Yeah. But he did this thing with the underwear. When he'd fold it, it was like the size of like an egg roll. All the underwear, and it was the weirdest thing.
So you just got to snap it out.
That didn't creep you. That didn't creep you out at all?
My parents came to visit me, and he had just been there. I said, "Oh, can you come before?" I was working on a show, and you could come before and do the thing. So he would do things like a hotel. They fold the toilet paper into a little point and stuff like that. He would do that in my house. His name was Conrad, and he was hilarious. And he'd do that into my house. And let's put it this way: Conrad had eyeliner on, and he wore a little shirt tied in a knot in the front, and he was about 5'2", and a little guy. And my parents would come over, and he would be there, and sometimes he had a key, so I forgot to tell him that he'd be there. And my parents are, old school Scottish, and they comes in the house. I guess they came in and they went for a walk by the seawall. They came in the house, and he's wearing my mom's shoes because his feet's the same size as my mom, who's 5'1", Scottish lady in her 80s. And he has my mom's shoes on, and he's inside a cupboard doing something, and he has like little hot pants on. And my dad, and he comes in the door, and they come in the door and I go, "Is that you, Paul?" And he comes out and he screams, and my mom's, "Oh, for Christ's sake, who's that?" And he goes, "I'm Conrad, I am Paul's keeper." And my mom's like, "Well, you're that's my shoes." He goes, "No, they're my shoes." And there's this they get in a fight over his shoes. And I came in, he goes, "Paul told me to have these shoes." I go, No, Conrad. I said, "You could take some other shoes," because he had friends. He was wearing my mom's flip-flops. And they get in an argument with my mom. "That's my shoes." "They're my shoes. Don't take my shoes." And this goes on and on, right? And then I walk in the door, and they're like, "There's a guy in your house." I go, "Really?" And he goes, "I think so." And he's got your mom's shoes on. I go, "Oh, it's Conrad?" He goes, "That's his name." So I had to go upstairs and get the shoes back from him. It was just the weirdest thing. But he was OCD, and I've never seen anything like it before. It's crazy.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So you too can fold your underwear like an egg roll. I didn't.
It wasn't for Atlantis. Yeah, this might be for Gary.
Yeah, Gary. Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
you know what? I was at a convention somewhere, and I got offered it, and I turned it down. I turned it down. I don't know why.
What was more important than
Don't ask me. I can't remember. I just know that I turned it down, and later on, I was like, I should have done that. I should have gone to that. I kind of regret not doing it, but I forget. I just didn't. I just was like, nah, I'm good. I should have gone.
I'm sure there had to be some level of clearance in order for you to be down there anyway.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Don't try to help me out. It's like, I'm owning this. This is all me. They were like, yeah, we're going to take some of the cast down, or whoever wants to go, and I think it was the convention had gotten clearance, and so they were taking a bunch of people, and I just didn't feel like going, and so I just didn't go. And I was like, oh.
Due to DragonCon press agreements, we can only publish up to 10 minutes of panel footage. To see the full panel, you can visit dragoncon.tv and purchase a streaming membership for $10. This will give you access to many of the DragonCon panels and events from the current year and past conventions. And stay tuned for more highlight videos on Fandom Spotlight.
Hi, this is Michael Shanks, and you're watching Fandom Spotlight. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The fate of the universe may depend on it. Oh, and have fun and follow your fandom.